In the age of kings, crusades, and unbreakable oaths, one knight stood above all, a warrior so fearless, his name became legend. He wore black armor, carried an unshakable code, and faced armies alone rather than retreat. This is the story of Zawisza the Black, Poland's greatest knight, a man who turned history into myth. Born in Garbo, Poland, around 1379, Zawisza was no ordinary noble. From the start, he was different, taller, stronger, with piercing eyes and a will of iron. His family, the House of Sulema, bred warriors, but Zawisza? He was destined for greatness. Europe was a battleground, kingdoms clashed, crusades raged, and the Teutonic Knights threatened Poland's very existence. Young Zawisza didn't just train to fight, he trained to win wars. And soon, the world would know him by one name: Zawisza the Black. July 15, 1410, the Battle of Grunwald, one of the largest medieval battles ever fought. The Teutonic Order, an unstoppable force, faced Poland and Lithuania. And in the chaos of blood and steel, Zawisza rose. While others hesitated, Zawisza charged. His sword struck with precision, his black armor gleaming under the sun. The Teutonic Knights fell before him. Poland won that day, and Zawisza's name was etched into history. But Zawisza wasn't just a warrior, he was a man of honor. When King Sigismund of Hungary called for a crusade against the Ottomans, Zawisza answered, even when others betrayed him. The crusade was a disaster. The nobles fled like cowards, leaving Zawisza and a handful of knights to fight thousands of Ottomans. Outnumbered, he fought until his sword broke, and even then, he refused to run. Captured, humiliated, but never broken, Zawisza's ransom was paid, and he returned home, more legendary than ever. 1428. The fortress of Golubac, under siege by the Ottomans. Zawisza, now older but no less fierce, stood guard as the enemy closed in. His allies begged him to retreat, but his answer shook history. Better to die than to be dishonored. Alone, against impossible odds, Zawisza the Black made his final stand. He fell that day, but his legend, it would never die. Centuries later, Zawisza's name still echoes. Polish scouts swear oaths in his honor. Warriors invoke his unbreakable spirit. Even today, when someone is unshakably loyal, they say he's as reliable as Zawisza. Kings fade. Empires crumble. But true legends, they live forever. Zawisza the Black was a colossus of chivalry, a knight who defied death and dishonor with every swing of his sword. If his legend ignited your spirit, smash that like button, subscribe, and sound off in the comments. Who do you think was the most unstoppable warrior in history? Join us next time as we dive into the sagas of more warriors who carved their names into eternity. Until then, stay brave, stay loyal, and stay epic.